That's what my daughter said, standing beside her friends. My birthday cake sat untouched. 10 candles, one for every year I'd raised her, flickering like they were too ashamed to shine. You fix toilets. You think that makes you a man? She scoffed, her voice sharp like it had been rehearsed. Mom's new boyfriend owns 3 restaurants. Laughter, not just hers. My wife's too. Then she added, wine sloshing in her glass like it couldn't wait to spill. Asterisk, you were always just temporary. Asterisk, I didn't flinch. Didn't ask why. Didn't beg. I simply stood, walked to the bedroom, packed a single duffel bag, and 30 minutes later I was on the highway. At mile 10 my phone started buzzing. 29 missed calls. And I hadn't even started yet. I met Claire when I was 23. She was the dreamer. I was the fixer. That was our rhythm. I built the life she imagined, laid tile while she chose paint swatches we couldn't afford. I skipped nights out, worked doubles, fixed other people's emergencies to keep our lights on. When Ava was born, I held her before the nurses even cleaned her. My hands were calloused, but I held her like glass. I thought love meant providing. I didn't realize they'd judge me by my silence, by my absence, by the grease on my hands. At first, Claire was proud of me, called me her man. Somewhere along the line, our future turned into my needs. Late nights became routine. Receipts from fancy restaurants she'd forget to hide. And Ava, she started echoing her mother. The sighs, the eye rolls, the disdain. That's how I knew. Betrayal doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers, echoes, repeats. The signs weren't dramatic. A second phone hidden in her purse. I found it while looking for allergy meds. Messages from Colin. Reservations for 2. Pictures, his arm, her dress, their smiles. I didn't confront her. That's not who I am. I watched, waited, memorized. She thought I was dumb because I didn't talk much. But silence is sharper than a scream. Silence watches. It learns. Ava too was slipping. Daddy became David. Hugs were replaced with disdain. She mimicked a man she'd never met and spat on the one who raised her. Still I didn't break. Didn't shout. I just decided, if I was temporary I'd leave a permanent mark. I moved in with my brother 2 towns over. Used the distance to breathe, not to forget. Revenge, like plumbing, is all about pressure and timing. First I called in favors. Judges, cops, business owners. People owe you when their lives flood at 2 a.m. I asked quietly. No questions. Just yes. Then I traced Colin. 3 restaurants, all under Claire's name for tax purposes. Interesting. Turns out he had a history, minor fraud, gambling debts. Smart but not clean. Claire didn't know. I did. Then came the cameras. I'd installed security systems before, but this time it was different. A smoke detector. A vent. A light bulb. Tiny eyes inside the home I built. And I watched them. Heard them talk about how dumb I was. About draining my accounts. Retirement funds. Liquidating everything. They'd already started. Claire forged my signature on a joint account form. Moved half the money without blinking. That's when I smiled. Step 1, bank fraud. I reported the forged signature with documentation. Froze the account. Flagged every transfer. Filed police reports. Locked every penny she tried to steal. Step 2, the IRS. An anonymous tip. 3 restaurants. Undeclared income. All in her name. I sent auditors a tidy little package, color-coded files and all. Step 3, Ava's trust fund. She didn't know I'd set it to unlock at 25, with conditions. I rewrote them. No handouts. No co-signers. No gifts. Just her, on her own. Let's see how entitlement walks when it has to wear its own shoes. Step 4, the video. 1 clip. Just one. Claire and Colin laughing, plotting to ruin asterisk, the idiot. Asterisk. I uploaded it unlisted. Sent the link to Claire's employer, a design firm with strong values. Her job vanished in 48 hours. The final nail? The dinner? Asterisk asterisk. I asked to meet. Acted broken. Told them I'd sign anything, just one last meal like adults. They agreed. We met at Colin's fancy restaurant. Claire wore red. She always wore red when she thought she'd won. I slid an envelope across the table. Inside. Account statements. IRS letters. Video stills. Colin paled. Claire's hands trembled. I leaned in, calm and cold. You were right, I said. Asterisk, I fix things. Including you. Asterisk. Colin opened his mouth to speak. Claire reached for my hand. I pulled back. Tipped the waiter. and said, "You'll want to check your kitchen staff, Colin. One of them's wearing a wire. Say hi to the health department." Then I walked out. Their voices didn't follow. Only the silence. My silence. The kind that buries. They tried to erase me. Rewrite the story without the man who built it. But I don't disappear. I rebuild. Ava called eventually. Left a message, full of apologies. Regret. Maybe real. Maybe not. I didn't call back. Betrayal is an art. But so is revenge. And I don't fix toilets anymore. I fix legacies. Permanent.